Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome back after your exams, right? Now, today we are going to start with active English and we are going to do a new chapter. And even in this chapter, we are going to do fun. Okay, children? So, this is chapter number 4. Children, this chapter we are going to learn in parts, right? So this is part 1. We are going to learn the usage of the word often and never. So what do you mean by often? Often means frequently, many times, or again and again, right? Now, for example, I often go to school by bus. Now, you always go to school by bus, or you many times go to school by bus. So, often means many times. O-F-T-E-N. Often. Now, T is silent over here. So, often. Now, for example, I often buy toys from the market. When you go to market, you often buy toys. Now, for example, my cat often sleeps on my bed. So, my cat always sleeps on my bed. So, often means many times or frequently, right? Now, what do you mean by never? Never means never, not ever, right? Now, for example, I will never repeat my mistake. I will never do the mistake again. I will never repeat my mistake. Or else, I have never been in an aeroplane. I have never been in an aeroplane. Or else, we should never speak lie. We should never speak lie. So, never means not ever, right? So, we are going to learn the usage of the words often and never. So, shall we start with our exercise? Yes, now the first thing what you have to do is you have to read the heading carefully. Now, see what is the heading? Write true answers to the questions using often or never. So, if your answer of the question is true, means if you have done that, if you have seen that, if you have been there, so you will say yes. And if you have not been there, if you have not seen something, so you will say no, never. Okay, right? So if I'll ask you, have you ever been on a ship? Now, can you see the image? Can you see the picture of a ship? Have you ever been on a ship? So, here my answer will be no. I have never been on a ship. No. So, somebody is asking you, have you ever? So, you have to reply with yes or no, right? So, here my reply will be no. I have never been on a ship. But here in your textbook, this answer is already written. For example, how you have to write the answers. Okay. So, the answer is yes, I have often been on a ship. Now, if you have never been on a ship, you can write no, I have never been on a ship. But here in the book, it is written as yes, I have often been on a ship. Okay. Next question. Have you ever seen a dog with two heads? Now you can see the picture, right? So have you ever seen a dog with two heads? If you have seen, you can say yes. If you have never seen, you can say no. My answer will be no, I have never seen. So what is your answer? You have to say true, right? So what is your answer? Okay. Now your answer is no, I have never seen a dog with two heads. So the answer is no, I have never seen a dog with two heads. So here we have used in the starting of the sentence no, and then we have put comma, and then we have written I have never seen a dog with two heads. So don't forget to put comma after your answer, whether it is no or whether it is yes. Another one. See the third one. Have you ever seen a train? Oh, yes. I know your answer is yes. Right? Yes. So the answer is yes. I have often seen a train. So when you frequently see a train, or you have many times seen train, so your answer is yes, I have often seen a train. Children, don't forget to put proper punctuation marks. Have you ever been in an aeroplane? Now some answers are like yes, some answers are no. So those who have been, they can write yes. Those who have never been, they can write no. Not a problem. Okay. So yes and no. Both answer can come here. So my answer is no, and even some of your answers are no. So I've written no, I have never been in an aeroplane. No, I have never been in an aeroplane. Number 5. Have you ever been in the jungle? You can see the picture of jungle over here. So have you ever been in the jungle? No, I have never been in the jungle. So what is your answer now? I know the answer is no. No, I have never been in the jungle. No, I have never been in the jungle. Number 6. Have you ever made a peanut butter sandwich? Have you ever made peanut butter sandwich? My answer is yes. What is your answer? True answer. Yes, and the answer is yes. I have often made a peanut butter sandwich. Yes, I have often made a peanut butter sandwich. Number 7. Have you ever eaten an egg? Have you ever eaten an egg. What is your answer? Some of them eat, some of them don't. So you have to say true, as I told you before. Yes. So your answer is yes, I have often eaten an egg. Yes, I have often eaten an egg. Now children, we will start with our activity. Are you all ready? Now you have to answer all the questions. Okay? The same thing what we have completed. Okay? Now again the heading is same. You can read it again. Write true answers to the questions using often or never. Now the question is, have you ever seen an elephant? Now here I am going to give you time. You have to reply. You can think and reply. I know your answer is yes. And you're jumping? Yes. And the answer is yes, I have often seen an elephant. Yes, I have often seen an elephant. So here is your answer. Yes, I have often seen an elephant. And the next one, have you ever touched a snake? Have you ever touched a snake? No. Right? And your answer is no. Okay. So the answer is no. I have never touched a snake. No. I have never touched a snake. See the answer? No. I have never touched a snake. And the third one, have you ever helped your mother? Now those who are helping, they will say yes, and those who are not helping, they will say no, because you have to say true answers. Okay? If you're helping your mother, you have to say yes. If you are not helping your mother, you have to say no. So the question is, have you ever helped your mother? I know girls are telling yes and boys are telling no, right? Yes. Here one boy is telling yes. Okay, good. If you are helping your mother, very good. So the answer is yes. I have often helped my mother. Yes, I have often helped my mother. Yes, I have often helped my mother. Have you ever been to the cinema? Have you ever been to the cinema? Right? If you have been, you can say yes. If you have never been, you can say no. My answer is yes. What is your answer? Okay, I'll give you time to think. But I know your answer is yes. Okay, so the answer is yes. I have often been to the cinema. Yes, I have often been to the cinema. Yes, see the answer? Yes, I have often been to the cinema. Now, children, you can go to the video again. You can see the video again. You can go through the video again to understand better. I know you can write it even in your book, right? You can write down all the questions and your own answers. Okay? If you have been, if you have seen, you can say yes. And if you have never done that, if you have never seen the thing, you can say no. Right? Thank you. We will meet in the next video.